In mid-April we met up at Strathblane for a wee gravel loop. As we left the car park it was nice to see Graham Coburn, who has been known to join us for occasional pedal, obviously when he has no better offers. We set an early PB by managing to split the group within the first couple of minutes, with 3 guys heading straight along the road rather than taking first left. We managed to bring them back into the fold quite quickly though, and set off on a lovely sunny early summer's morning. There's some lovely scenery in this neck of the woods, and we were blessed on a day with perfect visibility. With a healthy attendance of 14 bodies on the day, so with a full complement of a first 11 plus 3 subs. Happy days. We've done these sections a few times, and I remember this steep one especially, as we did it in the opposite direction with fully loaded bikes on the first morning of us bike packing the John Muir Way. That was a quite excellent wee adventure. There are quite a few walkers out making the most of the sunshine as well. We were soon on to sections of the West Highland Way, and there were several gates to negotiate, especially in the section which passes the Glengoyne distillery, which from memory produces quite a nice wee dram. This is also where you'll find some of the rougher sections of the route. The cloud formations on the day and the very blue skies were really pretty and interesting, and I think that these are of the cirrus variety. Colin had a wee issue here, where I think he unclipped on the left and then proceeded to topple over on the right. Let's be honest, we've all done it. Just ask Joe Biden the next time you see him. I always enjoy rolling through Gartness, which is such a pretty little hamlet. It's just a quite beautiful wee spot. It's always encouraging to see the daffodils out, and as we approached this farm I also clocked my first swallow of the year. We then found ourselves caught in a sheep traffic jam. The shepherdess told me that the meat board filmed this very section for their advert. The collie then treated us to our very own mini One Woman and Her Dog episode as it rounded up a wandering ewe. Note to self, it might be worth picking a collie up and I could send it off to retrieve wandering gravelleurs. Again, more of that later. If you're enjoying this video, why not give it a like, and while you're at it please consider subscribing to the channel, which is completely free. It'd be most appreciated, and if you hit the notifications button, you'll be advised when I make a new video. If you fancy having a go at any of these routes, why not join us for a group ride, or you can download the GPX files by following me on Strava at Douglas Gilligan RACC, or on Commute at Specialised Doug. Better still, if you fancy leading us on a group ride around your favourite gravel route, drop us a comment in the comments section and I'll get back to you. Cheers. I think Graham was eyeing up this wee cottage and looking for a for sale sign, with thoughts of early morning paddleboarding sessions in the river. And if I was to insert a thought bubble here, it would read, "Now where would I keep my bikes though?" From this point you start to climb and continue for around 9 miles until you crest up at the Burncrook Reservoir, which supplies the water for Dumbartonshire and parts of Stirlingshire. We stopped to get a few layers off before the climbing, and some of the lads get the sweets out. Well done, guys. We may have to introduce a wee etiquette guide for our e-biking friends. I'm pretty sure that I can speak on behalf of our non-e-bike users who would greatly appreciate it if our battery-assisted brethren would refrain from effortlessly overtaking at high speed on steep climbs when we are collectively blown out of our arses. And yes, you do immediately spring to mind Dell and Ben. And I promise if you guys keep up your end of the bargain, we'll help you lift your bikes over any locked gates.
Cracking day for a pedal today. We're about 23 miles in. Start to climb up towards the Burncrook Reservoir. With 14 bodies out. All going well. Quite nice, the sun's just disappeared for a wee bit, which maybe isn't a bad thing. Well, there's climbing to do. Ah, great, right? Good luck for you.
There are a few quite steep wee ramps as you get towards the reservoir, and Sean apparently had a wee off. Fortunately he had a soft landing, but disappointingly from a purely selfish point of view, it wasn't caught in camera. You've got a great vantage point here looking back over Loch Lomond, and once you've crested you roll into a lovely flowy single track section as you head over towards the reservoir. When you crest at Burncrooks, you get to benefit from all the climbing you've done, with a 2-mile descent down past the Eden Mill outlet to the St Mocha Cafe at Kirbeth, which was to be a welcome coffee and lunch stop. I know that Stu had been looking forward to it since about 15 miles in. Halfway down the descent there was a gate with a bit of a camber and some loose gravel. Not content with having landed in his right hip earlier, Colin then came down on his left side. Again, thankfully there was no major damage done.
Your elbow's got just a wee nick. Did you hit your head?
Did you get it?
Oh, it's definitely on camera. I just need to ask for permission to use it. Yes!
After lunch we climbed up through the Quebec huts. The huts have over 100 years of history and a quite interesting backstory. They were initially very popular amongst those hoping to escape the heavily polluted industrialised city of Glasgow, and the revolution is well worth a wee internet search and a few minutes of your time. At this point Dale must have hit his turbo button as he vanished off up the hill. In the absence of our own collie, Ben volunteered for shepherding duties and set off to bring him back to the pack. Thanks to everyone for coming along. A warm welcome to those who popped their cherry, so to speak, and I think a good time was had by all. As far as I know, we ended up with 3 falls, no submissions, a couple of mechanicals and a couple of tyre pressure issues. We did manage to briefly lose a couple of gravelleurs, but only because they went off the front, and we did get everyone back to the car park at the end, so no real dramas. And right by the numbers, we covered 34 miles with 2,800 feet of climbing. Thanks for watching.